You saw Delta's giving all passengers of their plane crash 30K as compensation. I did! Here, I'll pull that up. I did see that. It's a no strings attached 30K to each passenger on board from the plane crash. Honestly, not bad. That's a lot more than I thought they'd do. I thought it'd be fucking nothing. And, from what I read, since it's no strings attached, they can still sue. And they likely will still sue, rightfully. So that's just free 30K for funsies. Don't take it, sue for more. No, you can do both. It is 30K, no strings attached. I looked at it earlier. They can still sue. They didn't waive their rights. See? Even right here. Delta Care Team representatives telling customers the offer has no strings attached and does not affect rights. So they are still well within their ability to sue. This is unheard of. I know. I said this last time. If I was on this plane crash, I would walk away feeling like $1 million. I just survived the plane crash. We all survived the plane crash. The likelihood of me getting in another one is below... Like, you can't even calculate how low my odds of getting in another plane crash are. I'm getting on a plane every day. And I'm getting 30K for it, and I can sue? Come on. I don't think you get on a plane ever again, honestly. No, you're wrong on that. I wouldn't be on a plane in the first place because of my fear, but if for some reason I found myself on this flight and I walked away from it unscathed, brother, I'd feel like I was invincible. I'd be booking a plane next day. I'd go to Japan, I'd go to Sweden, I'd go to Oregon, yeah, like I'd go everywhere. Because I'm not getting in 2 plane crashes. Nobody gets in 2 plane crashes. First time for everything. Yeah, if that happened though, then that cements the name in the history books. The annals of history will remember that forever. And that's okay too, I guess. Nobody gets in 2 plane crashes. There was a guy who was in both atomic bombs in Japan, Charlie. Come on. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but what happened to that guy, actually? But before I go on with the comparison. It was Tsutomu Yamaguchi. He was a Japanese marine engineer who survived both atomic bombings. And he lived to be almost 100 years old. So he had incredible luck past that point. Who's to say he wasn't invincible? The luckiest person ever was probably the woman who survived the fall from a plane at 33,000 feet. That's gotta be up there. That's a good question. Who would be the luckiest person in history? There's got to be a way to statistically calculate who had the most unlikely of events happen to them. Struck by lightning 11 times. That's been disputed. That one's not 100% confirmed. But I know who you're talking about because we looked that up. That woman who won the lottery twice. That'd be very high up there, actually, yeah. That guy that won the lottery twice while demonstrating to a TV show how he won. That was really cool, but he also won on Scratchers. I'm pretty sure she won, like, the Mega Millions, right? Let me see if I'm remembering correctly. Nope, she also did Scratchers. So she would have the same RNG as that guy. Oh wait, Frano Selak is the luckiest. Frano Selak. Oh, this has been disputed as well. I remember this. We learned about him on stream. This comes from that video from Infographic or whatever, right? How was it disputed? I don't recall all the details, but one in particular was the plane crash that he claimed to have been in. They couldn't find any records of him being involved. Like him being a passenger. It was something like that. So it throws doubt into a lot of his claims. At least I think it was the plane crash. It might have been the train. I can't remember what it was. The probably false story of the world's luckiest, unluckiest man, Frano Selak. Take the plane crash, for instance. Being sucked out of a plane is plausible. Teenager survived a 3,500-foot skydive with a faulty parachute in 2014, but highly improbable. The lack of information on the plane crash is the big giveaway. The lack of airline, the lack of flight number, the lack of record of a plane crashing into the side of a mountain and killing everyone on board. These things get documented more often than not. So it's things like that that threw a monkey wrench into the claims. Timothy Dexter was also extremely lucky. His story's crazy. Sam Monella even made a video on him. I watch pretty much all of his videos, and I don't remember a Timothy Dexter. Why does he look like Loki? Lord Timothy Dexter was an American businessman noted for his eccentric behavior and writings. Became wealthy through marriage and a series of improbably successful investments and spent his fortune lavishly. What was his luck? He was extremely stupid and people gave him fake investment ideas that turned out to work very well. Well, you want to know something? Being extremely stupid is a viable strategy for investing. Sometimes the less you know, the better. Take, for example, crypto. Any sensible person with half a brain would not do half of the stupid moonshot investments that absolute bumbling imbeciles do. And that stupidity that leads them to do that has made them tons of money from time to time. Not all of them, of course, but a good chunk have made tons. Can't forget about Louis Zapparini. Louis Zapparini. Jesus. He was an American World War II veteran and Olympic distance runner and Christian evangelist. What made him so lucky? I don't see what makes him a candidate for one of the luckiest men. Why are you not talking about Bohemian Grove? It's an interesting topic. Brother, I made a whole video on Bohemian Grove. What? It was like 3 hours long. In the red thread.